Hi everyone, this is Yuxin and I'm a research assistant from SASH. Today I'm going to share with you our recent quasi-experimental study, Effectiveness of Key Influencers Identified by an Ensemble Machine Learning Model in Secondary Distribution of HIV Self-Testing among men who had sex with men in China. Okay, let's start with a brief introduction of secondary distribution. Eligible MSM, we call them index, can order self-testing kits through an online platform and distribute this kit to his peers, we call them authors. All testers are asked to take photos of their results and upload photos back to the online platform. And this model has been shown its effectiveness in increasing HIV self-testing coverage among MSM in China from our previous studies. So in order to improve this model, we plan to identify key influencers among MSM. Alright, so how do we define key influencers? We define key influencers as those who can influence other people's opinions, attitudes, beliefs, motivations, and also behaviors. Traditional methods to identify a key influencer are using self-reports or empirical scales. In our study, we used the following 6 questions to identify a key influencer. However, the method of scale ignores the social characteristics among MSM, so we built a machine learning model based on our previous collected study data and used this model to identify key influencers. So the study aim of our quasi-experimental study is to verify the effectiveness of this model in key influencers identification compared with the traditional method of scale. Alright, let me walk you through our study timeline. So back in January this year, we posted our study recruitment banner in the popular online gay social network platform in China called Blood. The inclusion criteria included MSM who were at least 18 years old and willing to participate in our secondary distribution of HIV self-testing program. After recruitment, eligible MSM were randomly assigned to either the scale group or the model group. And since our study was single-blinded, only investigators knew the details of the group assignment. Following that, our statistician began to identify key influencers using different methods. Recruited key influencers could order a self-testing kit through the online platform and paid a refundable deposit for each kit, which is $5. We also prepared a fixed monetary incentives of $3 for each index for their distribution to a unique author. And also, all testers received $3 for their results upload. After 3 months, index participants will need to complete a follow-up survey. Our study has 2 primary outcomes. The first one is the mean number of authors motivated by each index, and the second one is mean number of newly tested authors motivated by each index. So for the statistical part, we firstly tested the normality of our study data and found out that our data were not normally distributed. So we used bootstrapping method to estimate 95% confidence interval. This flowchart shows the actual study process flow and the number of MSM at each step. We identified 465 key influencers for each group, and 195 index participants were recruited in the scale group, and 198 key influencers were recruited in the model group. Overall, a total of 264 kids were ordered from the scale group compared with 301 kids were ordered from the model group. Well, this table shows the characteristics of index participants. There were no significant differences between two groups. The mean age of index participants were 28 years old, and 74% of them had a college degree or above, and 91% of them tested for HIV before. This table summarizes our key results. So we could see here there was a significant difference between two groups regarding the outcome of autism motivated by each index, which means index participants in the model group motivated 0.29 more autos than that in the scale group. So our study concluded that key influencers identified by the model are more likely to distribute kit to others among MSM. Also, the effectiveness of secondary distribution of HIV self-testing can be further enhanced by identifying key influencers among MSM. Last but not the least, we appreciate all contributions from our study participants and the community-based organization from Zhuhai and also Zhuhai CDC and the SASH group. And thank you all for listening to my presentations. Happy Pride Month!